Hey guys, Tyson and Brady with Golf Ascending. We've got a sweet training aid review today, but before we get into it, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe.
So, here is the training aid. It is called the Power Stik. It is a pretty unique training aid. I haven't seen one quite like this. There are similar ones on the market, but this is probably one of the more unique ones that I've seen. And so, actually, the owner of the company, so it's called Power Stik, he reached out to us on Instagram, and he asked if we'd want to try this out. So he so kindly sent it to us, and we have been testing it out for, well, I've been testing it out for over a month, and then we've done some tests with Tyson as well. But let me tell you a little bit more about the product and what Power Stik claims that this training aid can do for you and your golf swing. So, of some of the main benefits that the Power Stik gives you, the first one is the Power Stik stretches and strengthens every muscle used in the golf swing, improving your balance and tempo. And that is actually one thing that the owner messaged me about and said that's the most important thing to him is the balance in your swing. Second, the Power Stik naturally produces an inside-out swing, which gets rid of your slice. That's a big benefit to a lot of golfers. All right. The Power Stik keeps your wrists in a cocked position longer, eliminating early release of the club, which translates to greater club head speed, which obviously would be very beneficial to your swing and the tempo. And then one of the last benefits, of course, I think I've seen a list of more, but these are the main benefits. But the fourth one listed here is the weight of the head on a Power Stik forces you to transfer your weight to your left side for more balanced swing. Again, back to the balance. So, of course, one of the first things we wanted to test out was a test that he actually told us that we should try, which is if you go to a launch simulator, testing out swing speed or ball speed, and he said that you should get around 4 to 10 miles per hour faster after doing 2 sets of 10 with this. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Brady and I actually went to the PGA Superstore. They've got lots of launch monitors there. We were able to get into one of their little booths, and I actually tried this test. I did the 2 reps of 10 swings. So I actually swung my driver before doing this, just to make sure I knew what my swing speed was before, and then did the 2 reps, and then after, swung again on the launch monitor, and we actually did see about a 5-mile-an-hour increase in speed. So, it is true to what the owner was saying, is that you do gain that speed, and speed translates to distance.
Yep. So it was a pretty cool test. He told us that it would do 4 to 10 miles per hour, and it did an average of 5 miles per hour. So, boom, that worked. So now to the greater test, which I said earlier that I tested this for over a month. And again, this is what the owner told me to do. And that was to do 4 sets of 10 on a daily basis. He also recommends doing it twice a day. I did it once a day, 3 times a week. And so we wanted to see if that also increased the distance. He claimed that it could increase 20 to 30 yards on your drive, and also possibly going up a club, or is it down a club? However you want to say it. But so I did that. I tested it. I did the workouts for a month, and honestly, I gotta say it did the job. We went to the course after I was using it for a little bit, and Tyson noticed I was just hitting bombs. I was hitting the ball way farther than I'm used to, and I kept hitting over the greens. So at least for the first little bit, my scores weren't improving because I did not know my distances anymore. I had to club down every time. And so normally when I'd be hitting a 7-iron, I decided to bring out an 8-iron because I was hitting them much further. And as far as good balance, it's hard to say a test on good balance, but as I'm using it, I feel like I am more balanced. How do you feel? You said you kind of see this tool similar to something with the baseball swing.
Yeah, so I'm a big baseball player. Growing up, I played all the way, even into high school. Loved baseball. It's kind of, where I even started to like golf, because you have similar type of swings. But one thing in baseball, so when you are in the the practice circle, you're taking your warm up swings. A lot of times people will slide a donut on top of the baseball bat, which gives it more weight. And this actually almost felt just like that. So it was almost like I was warming up. I was on deck. I was ready to hit the ball. And when I got up to the plate or up to the tee box, it felt extremely lighter. I felt like I could hit it further. I felt like, I was a little bit more in control, and the bat wasn't, overpowering me. So that's kind of what I noticed. Another thing too, so Brady talks about we went to the golf course shortly after he, was doing this workout, and we kind of had this conversation of would this translate to better scores? And the thought came to my mind, well, yeah, if you're using a lower club to get a further distance, you're gonna get to your scoring clubs a lot quicker. So like, let's say you were a 7-iron. You're now using an 8-iron, and this is a scoring club for you. This is a lot easier of a shot to hit than, a 7 or a 6. And so this is something that I think is very beneficial to anyone who, struggles to get distance, who finds themselves hitting 6 and 5 irons into the green.
Yep, for sure. And honestly, my score has improved, but we were talking about this. I don't know if I can totally contribute to this. I have made a lot of changes this year in my swing and been playing a lot more. But I gotta say, my scoring has improved, but I have enjoyed using this. And when you do use it right before you swing, it's kind of nice because it is heavier. And so when you pick up a regular club, it's like you're swinging nothing. So that's always kind of a nice benefit.
Brady, he says he can't really attribute it, but he is finding himself in that scoring club range a lot more.
Yep. Can use the Vokies more.
Yep.
So it has been good. And just to give you a little insight on how I've been doing the workout, how he explains it is when you do your reps, start out with doing a slow swing, going back and through, and then coming back with letting the weight of the club take you back to your back swing again. And doing that 10 times for 4 different reps, and then increasing your speed as you get to after each rep. And on the last rep, I actually would kind of stop in between swings and do a super fast swing. But one thing that the owner also said, in 20 years that he's been selling these, he has never had a return. So he kind of holds that as a badge of honor that this is a good product. I like it so far. I've been keeping it in the bag. Every once in a while, Tyson will be like, hey, let me swing that before I do my bomb of a drive. So we like it. If you want to check it out, it's at powerstik.com. We'll put a link in the description. And hopefully, if it is something you decide to get, that it could also help improve your golf game.
If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe for future content. We upload golf content weekly.